Lip and George of the news.
Well, good evening. It's 8 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 9 o'clock in Denver. It's 10 o'clock in Chicago. In Newark, it's 4:42. Time for the 11 o'clock report. Dan Wolf here.
Howard Mann here with the Wolfman Report. For a few items on the human interest side of the news, here's a great story from New York. Friends, New York does have a heart. 3 children today witnessed the miracle in Harlem. They saw the garbage collected. And we also would like to take a moment here to pay a salute to gutsy little Chuck Yabaronowitsky, the 98-pound quarterback who yesterday played his first game against the Green Bay Packers. In lieu of flowers, his family requests that donations be sent. Friends, there was another stick-up today at Mom's Barbecue Palace. The hold-up man made the customers strip naked and lie on the floor. The burglary wasn't reported for 3 days. Over to you, Dan.
Okay. Thank you, Howie. The San Diego freeway was the scene of a freak accident today as 3 freaks in a camper crashed into 6 freaks in a van. And the Nobel Prize in Mathematics has been won by a California professor who has discovered a new number. The number is Bleen, which he says belongs between 6 and 7. South Vietnamese President Thieu has announced today he is entering the Florida primary as a Republican. He feels that Vietnam should not be an issue. Claims he inherited it from President Johnson. On the medical front, researchers have discovered a new disease which has no symptoms. It is impossible to detect, and there's no known cure for it. Fortunately, it's confined to New Jersey. Take it away, Howie.
Okay, this is Howie here. We'd like to give you a few movie reviews of the past picture season, we suppose we'd say that.
Well, that'll be fine. That'll be just fine, Howie.
My vote for the best picture of 1971 goes to Carnal Knowledge, a movie that I personally rated G. In that movie, Anne Margaret certainly showed us a thing or two. And proved once and for all she's not just a pretty face. We have another review here regarding the new movie Willard. The movie Willard is not doing well in ghetto theaters. Patrons say if they want to see rats, they can stay at home. And here's an item out of the Miami International Airport. A man was arrested today at Miami International Airport for trying to fly Betty. Betty's husband said he would prefer charges. Over to you, Dan.
Well, thank you. A group of California holy men has formed a new religion which teaches that when you die, your soul goes to a car wash in Bakersfield. Also on the parapsychological beat, it was discovered today that famed medium Edgar Casey was not really a medium after all. His family claims he was an extra large. And in Washington today, consumer advocate Ralph Nader announced that the glue on postage stamps causes air sickness in chickens. And famed television announcer Charlie the Tuna was found dead today of mercury poisoning. Sorry, Charlie. Good news from the Far East. No one was killed in Vietnam this week. However, 3 people died of old age at the Paris peace talks. Now back to you, Howie.
There's nothing, friends, like a story that touches the heart. And this evening we have for you just such a story. Mary Brown, the mother of 12 children, and Charles Johnson, the father of 14 children, were married today. It was the first marriage for each. Police today arrested George Whittington for stealing a new Cadillac from a downtown car lot. When apprehended, Whittington said the car didn't have a license, so he assumed it didn't belong to anyone. The judge assumed that Whittington wouldn't mind 90 days. And also, we have another item. Yes, we do. It's somewhere on here. We're looking for it. Today, George Whittington, who keeps popping up in the news here, was awarded $50,000 for a severe case of athlete's foot. Mr. Whittington's head was completely bandaged, which is where the athlete kicked him. And we also have a late flash. A 101-year-old man, Count Gregor Labasi, was married today to a 19-year-old lady, Lolita Thompson. After the ceremony, he died when struck by a piece of rice. Now, friends, we'd like to turn you over to our hippy-dippy weatherman, Al Sleep.
Hey, baby, what's happening? Hey, Parson. Al Sleep here, hippy-dippy weatherman, brought to you by Parsons Pest Control. Do you have termites, water bugs, and roaches? Parsons will get rid of the termites and water bugs and help you smoke the roaches. Tonight's forecast, dark. Continued mostly dark tonight, turning to widely scattered light in the morning. So long, back to you, Howie.
And now, friends, it's time for the War Scoreboard, brought to you as a public service by men of goodwill everywhere.
The War Scoreboard is the only way to keep track of how you folks are treating one another. 8 civil wars,
6 outside aggressions,
6 internal upheavals,
10 counterinsurgencies,
21 acts of sabotage,
30 warlike acts,
906 hostile
10
incidents,
arms races,
18 deliberate provocations,
61 threats to national security,
9 dangerous escalations,
2 military confrontations,
62 heightenings of tension,
24 heated exchanges,
12 belligerent moves,
17 reprisals,
3 powder kegs,
and 2 tinderboxes.
and an ultimatum.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We'll return after this message from one of our sponsors.